Hey there, people. This is Love, and today I'm going to talk about a very popular fragrance, which is Sauvage Elixir. So I'm very late to the whole hype around Sauvage Elixir because it started a whole, um, a huge thing around Elixir fragrances. Anyway, I think maybe I've touched on Sauvage Elixir sometimes before on the channel. I don't even remember, but I wanted to do like a more in depth, like around the experience I garnered with the fragrance. I do not own that fragrance. I have only tried it in stores. Okay, so I took like the tester bottles and always sprayed some on more and more and tried to have a good experience of the fragrance like a couple of times, like a couple of days. This fragrance has like a nuclear type projection, so it like and longevity. It lasts a very long time, and it projects really strongly. So I wouldn't advise to spray too much. Like it's very powerful, very potent fragrance. Um, there's no question about it. Extremely powerful fragrance. Anyway, is it any good? Uh, it is not my style of fragrance. Like I can tell you that. There is like a kind of a people always say that about the fragrance. It's pretty true. There is like a throwback feel to the fragrance. It kind of smells a bit like a cinnamon chunk with like I don't know, but it has like this kind of a Dracar Noir vibe to it. Uh, is it actually like I don't know, like is it that good? Um, I don't think so. Okay, I have like a few letdowns with that fragrance. Um, I am a huge fan of Dracar Noir, so I actually wear Dracar Noir. It's a completely inexpensive fragrance first, and it has like this old school, mentally cinnamon like powerhouse vibe that I really enjoy it. I won't lie, I really enjoy that fragrance. The dry down of Dracar Noir is beautiful. It's really great. Sauvage Elixir, I think that it's very harsh. Okay, so like even like even compared to the old school fragrances who are like very harsh, especially like opening wise, very intense. Sauvage Elixir is very harsh, cloying. Um, I think like headache inducing in some capacity, and um, I don't know. It just has like a feel of like raw essential oils. It's not really refined in any way. Like nothing really jumps to me as why is it like so pricey? Because it almost feels like it's an unfinished product that they released and was all of a sudden a great hype. I don't know. Uh, is it good quality ingredients? Yes, for sure. It really smells high quality. It projects. It's powerful, but it's not really anything. It's not groundbreaking in any way. Like I don't find the fragrance to be groundbreaking. It is like a mix between like the Sauvage DNA and old school fragrances, but something about it is just like I think on the channel I even did like a comparison between Sauvage Elixir and if you combine Sauvage Eau de Parfum and Dracar Noir, and I really actually thought that mixing like Dracar Noir and Sauvage Eau de Parfum was kind of a better choice. It smelled better. It had like this very like powerhouse kind of a vibe, but also like the Sauvage DNA with the Ambroxan. I think that now the elixir is like very very base heavy. Um, Not much going on at other like degrees of the fragrance. Very linear, like lasts a long time, but it's always the same. Um, yeah, I'm sorry if I hurt some feelings with what I say, but I really don't get the hype around that fragrance. I think it's a like I seem to bash the fragrance. It's not my kind of fragrance, but I do believe it is very well done, high quality ingredients. Um, it smells nice. It's not like a complete like trash, but I'm not super impressed. Okay, and I've tried it a few times. I was never really impressed. I also think that because it is so powerful, like if you wear that fragrance, you have a good chance of getting more and more nose blind to it as the day progresses. But like, be aware that it's still there and it's still very funky, very powerful. Also, I don't see like the I don't see it as a very creative fragrance. I don't see it as anything groundbreaking. Um, I think it's nicely done, and I think it does smell good. And I think that for what people are using it for, it's a good one. Like people are looking for more and more for like super highly projecting, long lasting fragrances, and I think that this fragrance is exactly this. Like it's exactly it. If you're looking for a powerhouse, like a modern, like you get like if you don't shower, you can smell it for like 4 days, kind of a fragrance. I think this will be uh, a crowd favorite for events like festivals. Like if you go camping for like a week for like a an electronic festival or like something like Coachella or something like that. I think this will be like a crowd favorite because it lasts so long. It's you could spray it even like before your trip, and it will you will still smell it like at the end if you don't shower, which like sometimes is actually the case when some people go to festivals for 3 days. But anyway, I think this is the kind of vibe. This is the kind of demographic that would buy the fragrance. I would also say that it is quite, even though it has like a throwback feel to it, I think it is quite juvenile. I think the throwback feel comes from the fact that they really wanted to project and they really wanted to hit hard. And I think that these considerations are perhaps more of a like even like younger people than me, like young 20s, like late teens. This is, I think, the demographic for that fragrance. Um, I think that the people who created the fragrance perhaps told themselves, like, what could help like give punch to that fragrance, give it like some you know mean factor, and they thought Drakkar Noir, like power, like 80s powerhouses projected like frenzy and lasts a long time. So maybe we should take a bit of those elements and put it in the Sauvage fragrance because Sauvage fragrances last a long time. Also, they project well. They last long. They have like they're ambroxan based. I think that this one is also like pretty heavy on the ambroxan and heavy on like the other chemicals that make it even more and more and more powerful. But I don't think there's that much of a consideration for the actual like niceness like of the smell overall, which is where I cannot be I'm not on board with that because I prefer like softer scents that smell really nice to super bold like big punch fragrances like that. And I don't think that this is classy in any means. Like, I think that if you want to go classy and still have this vibe, just go and get yourself Dracar Noir or Polo Green or Paco Rabanne pour homme, or like an old school fragrance. They are much more like they are classier in my opinion, and they cost like a fraction of the price. So I mean, this is another big take back. It's the price. Uh, can you like is it like a unisex? I think that it's so powerful and nondescript that they like anyone and their dogs can wear it. You know, it's very very powerful, and it smells quite okay. But it's not like a I don't know. Some fragrances you spray them on and you embark in a journey. There's like you're in like a floral garden, you're in like a forest, you're in like whatever you. It's kind of there's storytelling to fragrances. I don't believe that this fragrance has any storytelling going for itself. I think that the other Sauvage fragrances are better. So this is my take on the Sauvage Elixir. I don't want to offend anyone. If you really like it, if you think it's really classy, and if you think it whatever, you can also let me know in the comments what you think about the fragrance, because it is not because I have an opinion or because I think that about the fragrance that I'm right. I might be wrong. And everyone's right when they have like opinions on subjective matters such as fragrances. So I'm all on board with like hearing out your own stories and your own experiences with the fragrance. And that being said, spread love and spray love. Bye bye.